tunnel, pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? 53 is the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On first down, Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by K1 Short. On second down, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Wright's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 38 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the 31, Wentz, and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nate Gary. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Good stuff.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Sanders on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 60 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Target.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Danny. 53 is the mic. Danny.
On 1st and 10, Newton flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Forced out to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Wentz on third down. This is caught by Jackson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Mike 54. Strip the ball.
Throwing on first is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And he's got some space here.
Here we go. 180.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Here's Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's it, baby.
They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 yards on the touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Take 4. Under 10.
Throwing again. Newton. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. To the air again, Newton. A spin. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Mike, 53. Here we go.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows?
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz, he'll hit Jackson, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out for Olsen. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, 75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Check 99. Check 99.
Wentz now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Check 53. Coming.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now Newton on first down. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
54. Get in the weight room.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Come on, fellas.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
And didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Push him back. Push him back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Another run with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Come on now, let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. This is McCaffrey. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run. It's Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Wins to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Now Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Check three.
Another run here with Sanders. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
He's back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. On first down, it's Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.